What about a fruity tobacco?
Tell them about the Jovoy.
Can I get on with the intro, please? Thank you. What about a fruity tobacco fragrance that's ideal for the winter time? Well, if you want to find out which one I'm talking about, you know what to do. Stay tuned. I saw what you was doing there. Thank you for ruining it. Thank you.
Scenturion Jovoy is on sale and links are in the description.
Hello, I'm Scott and this is the Scenturion. Now, no, I am not going to be doing a review of Scenturion Jovoy, but I'm going to be talking to you about a fragrance that I bought fairly recently. Now, I have mentioned it in one of the tag videos that I've done a few weeks back, I believe, if my memory serves me correctly. But I want to talk about this a little bit more in depth. Such a beautiful fragrance, it really is. What I done is I bought a sample of it from Jovoy Mayfair and I fell in love with it instantly. And it was in the summertime that I bought it, so it's probably the wrong time of year to be sniffing it. But you know yourselves, when you smell something, it doesn't matter what time of year it is, or day, or whatever. If you fall for it, you fall for it. And I did really badly, and I'm so glad that I bought this. But I'm also glad that I waited a little while until the weather started to cool down a bit so I could truly appreciate what it's all about. And this is by Beijing and it's Ruby of Temur. Now it says right on the back here, right quickly, the largest in the world ruby stone weighs 361 carats and is well known from the 14th century under the name Ruby of Temur. It goes on and says a lot of other things as to who owned and who does own the stone now. At some point, I don't know whether they do now, but the royal family owned it or does own it. But it was handed down the line of certain generations in India, I believe, and it's really an important stone. And I think this is the treasures collection, and there's a lot more of the different ones. There's a diamond one as well. I haven't tried those yet, but this one I just fell in love with. So yeah, I'm waffling now. Let's get on with the fragrance, shall we? Anyway, that is the box. Beautiful, beautiful presentation, and the bottle sits in the plinth. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, I've decanted out to a couple of friends some, but I've used loads of it because I can't put it down. It is so beautiful. Let me just take that out of there. But if you look on the internet, look under Ruby of Temur, you will see images of the actual ruby, and that cap is supposed to be, it's not full obviously, but it's supposed to be the shape of the actual ruby, which I thought was quite interesting. But yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful, I don't know if you can see, it's a gorgeous sort of burgundy colour, really nice heavy bottle. It's decorated on the sides and the back. I don't know if you'll catch it on that light, like a floral pattern, but it's corker of a bottle, it really is. Now the perfumer for this is Ahmed Marathi Kashani, I hope I pronounced that right, and it was brought out in 2017, and he has done perfumes for, a lot of them for Perfumes de Mali. Like Leighton Intense, the new one, Oriana, and Percival and Sedley. And also he has done Oud Rose Intense by Fragrance de Bois. So there is a huge, massive pedigree there. You're going to be expecting something great, and you have got something great there. The notes in there, in the top, are violet leaf and galbanum, and then in the mids we've got dried fruits, tobacco, coffee and benzoin. And then in the base you've got cypress, incense, agar wood and cedar. Now I have already sprayed some on. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's such a great time of year, autumn, winter, for this sort of fragrance, because it starts off, it hits you with the dark fruits, almost like not a stewed plum, but like a prune type thing, the dried fruits. There's a sweetness in there as well. There could be, I don't know what fruits they'll be using. There's nothing that really jumps out. It's more like a melange of fruits, should we say. But it's absolutely gorgeous, and mixed with the tobacco, which is divine, and the incense, and that's the spiciness from the incense is something else. But it's an ambery, spicy fruitiness to it, and it's warm and inviting, and it's, dare I say it, from an old man without sounding perverted, it's a sexy scent. It really is. It's a head turner, or it's going to be, in my personal view. It's not like I've been out there and said, oh, I've got loads of compliments, because I don't get compliments, because I'm an old man with a flat cap. But if I wasn't, I reckon I would be. It's absolutely gorgeous. There is a woody backbone to it, which really lifts up everything else. But it's some fruits that are just, it's hard to say. It's almost boozy. It's almost like a stewed fruit, but not your usual. Like, I would say, like if you imagine dried fruits of the forest, that is what it's like. And then there's a vanillic edge to it as well. Where that's coming from, I don't know. And you do, as time goes on, that cedar, it just creams up the base. It is divine, beautiful. It lasts forever, and on clothes even longer. Obviously, I sprayed that yesterday. I've been spraying it most days actually. Sprayed it yesterday in the morning, and by the early evening I thought, right, I'm gonna have a shower. I had a shower, came in, and I could still smell it on my arm, and that's, to me, that is a testament of a very, very well made fragrance. It is sweet, it is rich, but it's not sickly in any way. It's classy, it's sophisticated, but it's got a playful element to it as well, and that is what I love about it. I think in this cold weather, when we got the cold nights, a roaring fire, or one that's on the TV, setting the mood, bit of mood lighting, cup of cocoa maybe, or your favourite beverage, snuggled up to a significant other or your pet, whatever. It's really, really gonna, warm the cockles of your heart. But this has definitely got a special place in my collection. I've just got to stop using it so much, because like I've already gone through like probably 1/5 of it. That ain't good, is it? Anyway, that is Ruby of Tamar by Belgium. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but you can pick it up on Jovoy Mayfair for £130 for the 100ml bottle. You can always get a sample from them. They're not expensive at all. They do a great sampling service, which is how I like to try my fragrances, and I always say sample first, always, especially if you're shelling out £130. But yeah, Ruby of Tamar by Belgium. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell down below, and keep safe out there, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Thank you very much.